Good morning, third grade, and welcome to day one. Today we are going to be working with place value. We're going to be adding, and it's a very short lesson for today. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a few examples of what is it that you guys are going to be working on, and you guys are going to be doing the rest of the exercises on the page one. This is page one. And as you can see, we're going to be using base 10 blocks and as well as our addition skills, okay? So to begin with, these first four problems on our page are asking us to add a given number to the represented number with the base 10 blocks. What does that even mean? Easy. You're going to be adding the number that you're given to the number that is shown right here with the base 10 blocks. Ms. Hernandez, but I do not remember what the base 10 blocks mean. It's easy. When you're looking at the base 10 blocks, you're looking at this. You have what is called the hundreds, which is this flat unit right here. That has a value of 100. This one long right here has a value of 10. And this one has a value of 1. If you look closely at this, I'm going to go ahead and cover my hundreds and show you the relationship between the hundreds and the tens, which most of you should remember, right? So if you look here, this line that I left right there, that is a 10. Which is this one. This is a 10. 100 has 10 of those because 10 times 10 equals 100. So that's why you have this big square because it's made up of 10 of this. One, let me go back here and perhaps I can show you like that. 1, and then if I move it up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 10 of those together equals to 100. Again, this is 100, tens, and ones. Please refer back to this page. Or pause the video and take notes if you like, because you're going to need this to be able to solve your problems. As of right now, we're going to solve the first problem together. This is the first problem that you have on your page 1. Remember, today you're working only with page 1. And it says, add 507 to the number represented by the base 10 blocks below. It does not let us know what is the number represented here by the base 10 blocks. It is our job to determine what that number is. We're going to be using this to determine what is the number represented. And for that, I copy it right here on the side just to have it close to me. There you go. So I know the value of these base 10 blocks is the following. This is hundreds plus, I'm going to go ahead and add the next one, plus this is 100, plus, 100. So I have 1, 2, 3 hundreds, which is the same one as here. Now it changes here. This one right here is just one rod, and this is a 10 plus 10. And then the other one is just one little cube, that's a 1. So all we have to now is to add all of those numbers to determine what is the value of the base 10 blocks. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and add the numbers on the side. Once you have it on the side, you just go ahead and add 100 plus 100, 200, and 100, 300, plus 10, 310, plus 1, 311. Okay, that's one way for you to do it. Another way for you to add this is adding by ones, tens, and then hundreds, which is the proper way to add. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1. Oh, that's easy. That's 1. So I'm going to go ahead and write my 1 right here, right under. Okay, now I have 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1. That's another 1. So I'm going to go ahead and write the 1 right here. And then 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, which is these numbers right here. So I'm going to go ahead and write here 3. Once you have your answer, all you have to do is to add 507, because that's what the problem is asking you to do. Add 507 to the number represented by the blocks, which is 311. So we're going to go ahead and write those numbers, align them, and add them. When we have the numbers aligned on the side, we're going to go ahead and add 7 plus 1. Correct. That's 8. 0 plus 1. Correct. That is 1. And 5 plus 3. Correct. That is 8. So I know the answer to this problem is 818. And that is exactly what you're going to do with the rest of your problems. So I'm going to go back to these problems. And that's exactly what you're going to be adding here. Okay. I want to go ahead and show you really quick the second problem right here. And I'm going to tell you why in just a minute. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that one really quick. Once again, I keep this chart right here close by because I want to remember what the value of these base 10 blocks is. Okay, so in order for me to do that, I know the first one is 100. The value is 100. Oh, sorry. And then the value of each of the rods, which is this one, that's 10 plus 10 plus 10, because there's 3 of them. And then right here, I see 1, 2, 3 cubes, and that is 3. All I have to do next is add all these numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and do so. Once you have aligned the number, you go ahead and add 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, that's 0, plus 3, that's 3. I'm going to write my 3 right here. 0, plus 1, 1, plus 1, 2, plus 1, 3, and there's nothing here, so it's 3. And then right here, this is a 1. There's nothing else for me to add right underneath that, so I'm just going to write the 1. It's just simple addition, guys. Simple addition, okay? So I know the answer to my problem, to my base 10 blocks, the value of these base 10 blocks is 133. So I'm going to go ahead and write that on the side right here so that I would not forget what the value is. 133. Now, what is it asking me to do? I need to add 278 to the number represented by the base 10 blocks. I know the number represented by the base 10 blocks is 133. So I'm going to add 278 plus 133, which is the addition right here, which is this one right here. I want to make sure that I space those out just in case I have to regroup while I add, okay? Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and proceed to add 8 plus 3. I know that equals 11. When I get my 11, I know that I cannot write 11 right here. That would not be the right way for me to do it. I'm going to go ahead and write 1 and carry the ones in the 10th place over. So if this is my 11, this one right here, I'm going to go ahead and get it right here. The ones in the ones place, which is this one, I'm going to go ahead and write it right here. Okay. Oh, sorry. The ones in the one place, I'm going to write it down here. All the ones in the tens place, I'm going to write it on the top right here. So I'm going to go ahead and write here my other number 1. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to continue adding. 1 plus 7, that's 8, plus 3, again, that's 11. So I'm going to go ahead and write that 11 on the side. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same process. I'm going to put the 1 in the ones place down here. And then the ones in the tens place. And then right there. So. One right here. And then the other one in the ones in the tens place, we go over here. All you're doing is regrouping, and you should know how to do this because we learned this at the beginning of the year. This is more like a review, but I'm just showing you what it looks like, okay? Perhaps I'm going to leave the lines there. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the numbers that I have right here. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So I know that my answer right here is 4. So I'm going to go ahead and write my number 4. So what is 278 plus 133? 278 plus 133 is, good job. Easy, right? We have already done it. 278 plus 133, that's 411. So you go ahead and write that answer. And that is what you have to do with the next 2 exercises. Just please review how we regroup. Go back in this video, look at it, watch it again. And if you need any assistance, please contact and reach out to your teacher, okay? You will have 2 additional exercises to work, which is this one and this one on that same page, okay? In addition to those exercises, you're going to be working with just simple addition, which is the exercises that we have here. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and help you. We're going to solve the first one together. It is the same process that we have been doing. I'm just going to do it so that you see that I always start adding with the ones place. And the ones place are these numbers right here. This is the ones place. I'm going to go ahead and highlight all my ones place because that's where I want you guys. Oh, sorry. I need to make sure that that is straight. That you always start adding the number starting on the ones place, okay? Being that the case, I'm going to go ahead and start adding the first one. 5 plus 3 equals what? 8, correct? Now 4 plus 1 equals 5. Good job. And then 6 plus 2 equals 8. So I know the answer to the addition or the sum for my first problem is 858. Your job now is to solve these 3 problems, okay? If you notice what we did today on the video, we did the following exercise. Out of this page, we did this exercise in the video. We did this exercise in the video. And we worked on the first one right here. What does that mean? That means that you are responsible to do the other exercises that we did not get to work on because that is your responsibility. So you're going to be working with the ones that I'm going to highlight in red, okay? Right here. You're going to be working with these 2 exercises and you're going to be working with these exercises right here, okay? I want you always to remember that you may use these chart right here. I'm going to put it right on the side right here, so that you guys, that is easier for you guys to solve the problems, okay? Right here, okay? So use this chart as the reference so you know what's the value of each of the base 10 blocks. And please note and remember that what you have to do is use that as a reference, look at the video once again, and not only that, make sure that you're solving the problems in the bottom, always starting with the number in the ones place, which I have highlighted for you before, and I'm highlighting for you right now again. Oh, that is so thick. I'm going to see if I can get, there you go, which is right here, starting with the 4 and 5, the 9 and the 0, and the 8 and the 1. And that is all that I have for you guys today. I love you, I miss you, and I hope you're doing great. Please reach out if you need any additional support, okay? We are here to support you. Bye.